this episode, you'll get a small taste of the notoriously turbulent Mona Passage, a waterway between the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. You'll learn about weather windows and what conditions to wait for before making the passage. You'll also see some whales, and Simon sleeping, and our arrival at Marina Pescadero in Puerto Rico.
Today we're going to tell you about the Mona Passage. It is quite a difficult passage. We're in Samana at the moment and we're trying to get to Puerto Rico, Marina Pescadero. I think that's how you pronounce it. We are here in the Dominican Republic, Florida, and there's DR. So here we are in Samana, and we're going to Puerto Rico, and we're going into this marina here. So what I'm doing is start from here, hug the coast, and then at this point here I'm going to go out because I want to miss what they call the hourglass shoal, which is here, because that gets all the current comes up and it makes it all choppy. So I want to go bypass that down to here, and then in behind this reef and come down the coast and then into this marina here, and hopefully that should take just over 24 hours.
We just fueled up and we're heading out into the Atlantic, and all our friends Hi!
Bye! Thank you, Dominican Republic, for having us.
This is the Puerto Bahia Marina in Samana, DR. So when Simon and I came to escape the big swell out in the Atlantic, we anchored right there. And next door is the marina. So the next day we came into the marina. And it's a great thing that we did. We had an absolutely fantastic time. Met lots of our other friends. And now it's time to head back out to the sea. Woohoo!
Here we are on the start of the dangerous Mona Passage. Looking pretty good at the moment, so wish us luck.
When crossing from the Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico, you have to travel across the Mona Passage. When crossing this body of water, it's important to wait for a good weather window. And let me define weather window. It's the term used when a variety of elements come together to ensure a safe and comfortable passage. So as a rule, the trade winds blow in the direction that you need to sail when heading east and south along the Caribbean islands. They're often strong and can create quite a bit of chop and high swells. A weather window is when a period of low activity in the trades allows you to sail or motor. Usually you don't have to wait longer than a week for a weather window, we're told, but this year it seems different. In the Bahamas, many of us seem to wait for several weeks and even over a month to get conditions good enough to head east and south. For the most part, the only time that the trades quiet down is when the winds blow lightly from the southeast. Now, you can't sail straight into the wind, so many cruisers motor a direct route, or at least the shortest route that's most sensible. Some sailors sail, but this will obviously take much longer. Regardless, the window allows for a far easier and less bumpy voyage to your next destination. The 6 things that cruisers look at when determining if a weather window is opening up include the wind direction, wind speed, the height and direction of the waves, and the height and direction of the swell. The key to crossing the Mona Passage is to wait for light winds under 15 knots and no unusual swell, with waves no bigger than 4 to 5 feet. We hugged the coast of the Dominican Republic heading south for as long as possible. The best time to cross the open sea is at night, so as dusk arrived, we headed east.
Just right there, right next to us. There is a whale right there. I saw this big spray there. Oh,
See, look.
Oh, look at them.
Oh my god.
There's 2 of them. I just saw the blowhole go. Look at that. Are you guys gonna come up at all? They're like right next to us. That's like extraordinary. Oh, I see. Look at that outline. Oh, look at, here comes the tail. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, they're just huge. Do you see that tail? So this is dinner tonight. Is it hard to cook? A little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. It's not flat calm at all.
No.
Provided the winds don't exceed 15 knots, you can benefit from the nightly. Looking back, we should have left Samana a few hours later. The nightly creates calm waters following the daytime heating of land. What happens is the land cools quicker than the deep sea, which deflects the trade winds. The larger and higher the land mass, the stronger the daytime heating and the calmer the waters will be near land. So if we did it again, we'd motor along the coast after the sunset. That being said, it wasn't too bad. Overnight, Simon and I took turns keeping a watch while alternating naps in the cockpit, and our daughter Sienna slept like a log all tucked up in bed. The sea soon calmed after darkness set in, and when the sun came up, the sea was like glass.
And up goes the Q flag.
Just coming from sea, and it was 100 meters, about 200 yards back there, and it's now 8 meters. And the water has changed colour, and we can see the bottom.
So the water's gone like a beautiful shade of kind of green now that it's more shallow.
Yes,
And,
it's 12 feet, 15 feet here,
yeah, 15 feet deep, and you can see the bottom, which is pretty.
5 meters.
So we're just coming into the entrance of Marina Pescadero, and I see a boat coming out over there, so I imagine we're gonna go back along to the left. I didn't know what to expect, but it looks pretty cool so far. Okay, just for future people's reference, we just touched bottom. We'll have to see our track and see if maybe somebody can lead us out when we come out.
Why did we choose Marina Pescadero for our first port of entry into Puerto Rico? Well, the marina manager came highly recommended by other cruisers. We were able to ship stuff to the marina prior to our arrival. The manager, Jose, helped us source parts and technicians, and booking into customs and immigration was relatively easy from this location.
Right. We left Samana in the afternoon, and we had quite rough conditions until it got dark. Now, if I'd have used the gentleman's guide to the passages south, which he says that you wait until it's dark, we'd have had a much easier run. So this is a really good guidebook. It goes through everything you need to know, whether you need to sail or motor, what time to start, what conditions to do. It's great. It's something you should get. But we were a bit anxious, and we left a little bit earlier, and thinking we were a big boat and everything, but we had a bit of a rough time until the night came, and after that it was plain sailing, if you mind the pun. We came across, and it took us just under 24 hours, and we got into the marina and everything was great. Kim will put a link for this book and other resources in the description below. Hey, just want to let you know that Kim writes an article with every video that we do. Please go and check it out on our website. Again, the link is below.
If you'd like to see videos about sailing, destinations, how-tos, marina reviews, and more, please support our channel by purchasing one of our sailing guides. Join the thousands of people that have already purchased our guides to get information that will save you money, provide practical tips and tricks, in addition to helping you get out and enjoy boating. Or if you're not in the need for helpful how-to information and checklists, buy one of our high-quality nautical t-shirts, beach cover-ups, and other nautical gifts at our Etsy shop. We also have a lovely community of Patreon supporters too, if that's something you're interested in. Links to all of these resources can be found in the description below. These educational and hopefully entertaining videos are made possible by the profits made through our guides, t-shirt sales, and Patreon supporters. To keep them going for free, please support Sailing Britican today.